Kane is in the building.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Draft Junkies, episode 6. I'm here with Dakota and Jordan Richardson, and we are excited to get this episode started. We are less than a month away from the NFL draft.
Woo!
Y'all excited, though? Big things popping.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Big things popping.
Tis the season.
Tis the season, okay. This week, offensive linemen. We're going to rank them for you starting it out. Our positional rankings for the week. Jordan, who is your number one offensive lineman?
My number one guy is Jawan Taylor, right tackle from Florida. This dude is big. He is long. He is nasty. He has got great feet for a dude that size. Great balance. Gets to the second level. I love him. And, you know, everybody says, you know, left tackles are a little bit more important.
Yeah.
But just look at the Niners last year getting McGlinchey for their right tackle. Pass rushers are coming on both sides nowadays. You need a right tackle, and this dude's, he's for real. Might have some weight issues, but you know who doesn't?
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah, but he's my top guy. I really like him.
Okay.
I think he's a top 10 guy. I agree.
What you got, Dakota?
My number one guy is Jonah Williams out of Alabama. And I think everybody's already writing him off that he needs a kick inside the guard or center. Not Jordan, not myself as well. I think you got to give this kid a shot. He's big, he's nasty, he finishes blocks. I mean, he'll put grown men on their ass. Pardon my French. He's wee. He slides well, he anchors well, he mirrors very well. I think this is a guy that you can. I think this is a guy that's gonna be a anchor for you for 10, 12 years, and I think they're knocking him down. People let him slide down mocks and stuff like that because he has average arm length, and I don't care about arm length. His arms are long enough, and I like him. I love him.
I think they're longer than David Bakhtiari. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
my number one guy is Andre Dillard. Listen, I think this guy is the best pass blocker in the draft. I really do. I feel like that he has great feet, great balance. There's going to be some knocks on him, like there really is. But as we were talking about before, I think he's the only pure left tackle in this draft. And with this being a passing league, you need a great pass blocker, and Dillard's just that. So all day, Dillard's going to be sitting on top of my board.
All right, my number 2 guy is Jonah Williams. This guy is a technician, kind of in the mold of a, you know, Joe Staley type. You know, he's very technical. He's a good athlete. He could honestly, a lot of people are projecting him inside the guard. A lot of people say he could even be a center and excel at it.
Yeah.
But you give him a chance to play tackle first. But this guy is good athleticism. He's got good feet. He can recover. He can mirror, kind of like Dakota said. But he's got a real good chance. He's a top 15 guy.
all right, I agree. And my number 2 guy is Jawan Taylor out of Florida. Something I don't understand with watching him on tape is, hey, playing him a right tackle at Florida, why did they not move him to the left? I mean, was Martez Ivy just that good at left tackle? That's something but he's big, he's nasty. I think he's probably the best pure tackle in this class if you think Jonah's going to bump down. But you're going to knock him because he played on the right side. But that doesn't matter. He gets to the second level real easy, gets a hand on the first guy, gets the next level, which I love to see on offensive linemen. I think he's a top 15 pick all day long. If he slides out top 15, I'm going to be completely shocked.
Yeah. Jawan Taylor's my number 2 guy, too. And I'm not going to go too far into it with all that y'all said. It's awesome. He's great, strong hands, just, you know, length, speed, everything. I mean, this guy's got it all. He's going to be the first tackle off the board. Like, no matter who your guy is, like, he's probably going to be the first tackle off the board, and that's just that. And he, rightfully so, like, he deserves it. So.
No. And there's no one saying he can't play left tackle.
No,
just because he played right tackle at Florida doesn't mean he could very well
get some
slide to the left. Yeah. My number 3 guy is maybe a little shocker.
Okay.
Dalton Reisner. I love the guy. He is nasty. He is strong. Strong hands. Got a strong punch. Gets to the second level. He could very well move to guard as well. His feet are a little heavy, so he might struggle with the speed on the outside. But man, he can play. He's a leader. He's tough.
Any type of run game that guy gets in.
I feel like a team
Yeah.
like maybe the Vikings needing all that offensive line help could put him in there. Them want to be a power run team. I think he's a first rounder all day. I really like him.
My number 3 guy is Andre Dillard, and like Justin said, he is the only pure left tackle in this draft. He struggles in the run game, but like we're Packer fans, Bakhtiari is not the greatest run blocker in the world, but he's a great pass protector, so he's one of the best in the league.
Yes, he is.
Well, and he's added some strength to his game. But I think he's just too good. He should be a first rounder. I'm not gonna put a top because I think he does need some work more than the other 2 guys I've already mentioned.
Yeah. Number 3 for me is Jonah Williams, and for me, like I agree with y'all. I think that he should and will get the chance to play tackle, but he can move anywhere. Like he can be a guard. He can probably play center, like you said. But he should get the chance to play tackle, and rightfully so. Like this guy coming out of his stance and everything, he's one of the most balanced players I've ever seen. Power is unbelievable. I mean, this guy can play football. Like it's come out, he was going to be a top 5 pick when all this mock stuff started, for a lot of people. And he kept falling back, but there's no reason for him to fall back. He's going to be a top 10 pick in my eyes.
Yep. I'm with it. All right, my number 4 guy is Andre Dillard from Washington State. Like everybody said, best pure left tackle in the draft. It's a passing league, and that's his thing.
Yeah.
He's going to have to get stronger. He's going to have to learn to anchor better, which will come more with strength. Get better in the run game, but passing league, you don't let a left tackle like this get out of the first round.
Again, you mentioned it.
My number 4 guy is Cody Ford out of Oklahoma. I see him as more of a guard, but I think he could play right tackle at the next level. He has some injury concern, missed some significant time in 2016 and 2017. But he's big, he's nasty. He's one of the best run blockers to me in this draft class. He gets to the second level smoothly. He needs some work on technique, but I think once you get him into an NFL coaching, it'll come with time.
Yeah, and he's my number 4 guy too. This guy, being that big, being able to move the way he does, big nasty. He's a guy. So for me, I think that Ford is going to be. He's going to help a team. I do think he's going to slide down a little bit, a lot further than people think anyway. But whoever gets him, man, you put him at guard, right tackle, wherever you want to play him, this kid can play.
Yep. And he's my number 5 guy. You're going to give him a chance to play tackle, but he could probably really excel as a guard. This dude is power all day. He's got really nice feet for a guy that's about 334, But he moves well. He's kind of like Reisner. He's got some heavy feet, so speed may bother him, which may end up moving him inside, but he can play.
And my number 5 guy is Garrett Bradbury, the center guard from NC State. He's one of my favorite players in this class for the fact that he's a hard worker, former team captain, has quick feet, smart, great at picking up stunts and blitzes. I think he best fits a zone scheme, but I think he's pretty versatile where he doesn't really matter. I don't want to say he's a first rounder because he primarily is a center, but I would be surprised if he's not there I would be surprised if he's not off the board by somewhere pick 40, 45.
My number 5 guy is Garrett Bradbury, and he's not just a center. He's the center. This guy is going to be the guy you're talking about 12 years from now. I promise you. He's going to come in every day and outwork everybody in the room. I see it all the time, the whole Jason Kelsey comparison. I'm sticking with it. That's the kind of guy I want to be compared to. I'm an Eagles fan, so it's a little biased, but at the same time, you see what Jason Kelsey's been able to do over the last 11 years, and it's everything you could want. So for me, I think Bradbury has all the tools to be a great center in the NFL, and I think he's going to take that next step.
I agree.
So, very athletic.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was a tight end.
Yeah.
Coming into college. Won the Remington this year. Dude, play.
We talk about tight ends transitioning the offensive line all the time.
Yeah.
So another one. Another one. So that is our top 5 offensive linemen positional rankings this week. So coming up next, you ready? We're going to give them some love them or hate them. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Draft Junkies. We're about to start our love them or hate them segment here. And this is just, this segment's kind of been our hot spot for a lot of guys. Like, we want to know what everybody thinks. So, Jordan, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you Devin Givens, Penn State defensive tackle. Wow.
Yeah, just didn't
No
like
love?
it. No love. He's a strong guy. He's, got a nice, good pad level because he's so low to the ground. But I just didn't see a lot of burst from this guy.
Yeah.
When guards get their hands on him, he's just got no moves. There's just not a lot there. There's a reason people were very surprised at the fact that he even declared this year.
Yeah.
I just didn't see anything special. He might find a spot in rotation, but he's a late round guy for me. Not a big fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. All right, let's give Dakota. How about Mr. Julian Love?
I love. No heart? Okay.
Oh.
I love me some Julian Love. He's really smooth, crisp back pedal, really smooth back pedal. He's got great instincts on breaking on short intermediate routes. And one of my favorite things about him is he's a great tackler, and not just a great tackler. He'll lay the boom on you for a 5'10", 5'11", 190-pound guy. He hits like a safety. Now, he does get a little handsy, but I think most college corners do, and that might hurt him a little bit, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. He's Notre Dame's all-time leading pass breakup record holder with 44. Had 5 interceptions. He's fast, but he's not overly fast. He had 4.55 at the combine. I think he improved that pro day to 4.5.
He was a little fast.
A little bit faster, not too much. But this is a guy that I think a lot of teams are just going to love to get into their DB room.
I can see it.
Justin, my guy for you is Elise Mack, the tight end out of Notre Dame.
Love him. Put the heart on it. Guys, this guy's catch radius is outstanding. He's going to be the guy, like I talk a lot about wrestling for the football and the Kill Harry type style. This guy's going to go up and fight with you. Like, he really loves to play football. He wants to win every battle he's in. And honestly, like, I couldn't stop watching the kid. I watched a few highlights, and then I just went and started watching some of the game, and I was like, not only can this guy catch and will go out to make catches that he probably shouldn't even try to make, like, when he's blocking, he's laying the boom. Like, he's bringing the stick. So, for me, I think that I love him, and I think he's going to be one of the breakout stars of this draft. So, watch out. Dakota, my guy for you this week is Max Sharpening, offensive tackle out of NIU.
Love him. Natural size, great fundamentals. Hand placement, doesn't get called for holding, offside, stuff like that. And he's got great versatility. He played on the left side, right side, and even played a few games at right guard. Now, at Senior Bowl, he did struggle a little bit with speed and getting off the ball, but I think those are things that once you get into an NFL offensive line room, that they can. I think those are things that can be helped with NFL coaching. He's my type of guy. I love versatility, and just not just offensive lineman, but pretty much any position. He's the kind of guy that on day 3. I would love for the Green Bay Packers to bring back the Green Bay native. Just saying.
He's giving you the
Hey, you like his one?
Maybe not 3. Maybe a little later.
I don't think we're gonna get him if it's any later than
Nah, I don't want him yet.
Alright, my guy for you, Jordan, is Zedrick Woods, safety at Ole Miss.
No love for me today. No love for me
Who
today.
hates today?
This dude, doesn't look anything like the product he put at the combine.
Yeah.
You know, he's a workout warrior there, but this dude's too stiff. He doesn't look like he had any instincts whatsoever. He's tough enough and competitive enough to have a key role on special teams, you know, because, I mean, he is fast in a straight line, but, man, in coverage, he just ain't it. I did not like him. He's a guy you take in the, 6th, 7th round, hope he becomes special team captain, but
He's a gunner.
No.
2 thumbs down.
No,
All right.
not a fan. All right, Justin, my guy for you is, let me get this right, Mr. Charles Aminu
Yes.
from Texas.
Texas
Edge rusher. Let's hear it.
I hate him.
Oh.
And it took me. I actually loved him when I started watching it. He's a big motor guy. Like, he does have a great motor. He keeps it turning, but this guy gets lost. Like, he don't know the play. Like, he's got no play recognition. Like, you can see him on the field, just snap after snap. He's guessing. Like, he doesn't know. He's getting wore out by most of the Big 12 offensive line. I mean, for me, like, I think he's going to be a good guy that can rotate in there and stop the run. I really do think that. But just watching him run all over the place, this guy's the last guy to get to the play most of the time. It's just, he had highlight plays. He had, some moments. But you watch overall film over this guy, you're not going to take him anywhere in those top 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Not if you're me.
A lot of 2nd, 3rd round in the mocks. Not for you.
No way. Staying away from that. So, love him or hate him. There's a lot of hate today.
I was all hate.
I was
Except
all
for
love.
you
I was all love.
I was all love.
At least we got some hate and love.
No.
Anyway, so that's it for love him or hate him. We're pumped. Up next, it's going to be AFC South. AFC South. Team needs and fits coming up. Welcome back, everybody. We're about to start our AFC South team needs and fits. This is a division with a whole lot of needs. Of course, we're going to start with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dakota, what do you think, man?
Just far from where they were 2 years ago, but they need some weapons for Nick Foles. They need receiver help, they need a tight end, and some offensive linemen. Defensive side, they could use a middle linebacker, a nickel corner. But I think this is a really good landing spot for DK Metcalf at Ole Miss or T.J. Hawkinson from Iowa.
Hey, Foles loves to throw it up to him.
So they say
Lob it.
Maybe a
DK can be that Alshon.
Yep. Lob it.
Yep.
Lob it. You see any good guys fitting there, though?
Like he said, Hawkinson in the first round, I really like that. Foles, he loves Zach Ertz, and so tight end. And then my guy, Juwan Taylor, I think he'd be good on the right side. Pair him up with Cam Robinson. Be a nice duo there.
Yeah. So, of course, next we're going to talk about the Tennessee Titans, and I know who Jordan's going to tell me fits perfectly there.
Man, honestly, the Titans are the weirdest team. It's like, for a team that's not that good, it's kind of hard to find players for them, it's just crazy. I think they need some D-line help on the other side of Drew Casey. They need some speed. They need some speed on offense, and it'd be a good time to probably find that Delaney Walker replacement. So I like it's a good spot for Christian Wilkins. Vrabel worked him out at his pro day, so they seem to really kind of hit it off. I think this might be kind of the ceiling on Hollywood Brown, adding that kind of speed to the offense, and then I don't think Hawkinson falls that far, but because of the tight end position, you never know. So it may be kind of a good spot for Fant as well.
you really got to think defensive line here, just being the variable type stuff. But I think that there's a lot of things that Tennessee needs, a lot of things they want, but you got to question the Mariota stuff at this point. Are we ready? Are we ready to talk about this?
I'm giving him another year.
I mean, this is it, right? This is his contract.
I feel like this is it.
It's make or break.
Yeah, and he wasn't a verbal guy. They could very well,
He was
if there's
product of the system. A little bit.
Yeah. If Vrabel's got his own guy, he's got his own on. Maybe they shock the world.
Will Greer.
But
I ain't saying in the first round, but
but I think it's time to put up or shut up for Mariota. He's gonna have to stay healthy. And
they went out and traded for Ryan Tannehill. It was a question of just half the quarterbacks equal one quarterback.
I think they just know Mariota's not going to stay on the field.
They're like, listen, one of these guys have got to be able to play.
They're going to have to be the one team that keeps that third quarterback active every week. Both those quarterbacks are just going to break in half.
Next up is the Houston Texans, and I feel like this is a team that does have a lot of needs.
No,
it really does.
Dakota, what do you think about this?
I think they need a whole makeover on that offensive line. I think the only one that I'd even consider keeping would be Davenport. They need some corner help. They lost the Honey Badger, so they need some safety. But then they still have Andre Hall, correct?
They do, and they signed Deshaun Gibson.
Okay, so that's not as big a need as I thought it was.
Deshaun Gibson,
but I think in the first round, the guy that really would fit there I don't think he gets there, but I'd love to see Andre Dillard go there to the Texans.
No.
Deshaun Watson would appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, they got to protect that guy.
He got sacked 62, 63 times last year.
That's insane.
I think Davenport gave them all up, too.
I think Davenport can move up to the right side and be okay. He's an athlete.
I really like Greg Little here. Like, I know that he's fallen down boards and stuff, but still, with the tape and everything, like, this guy can be legit. And they need help all across the offensive line.
If I were them, I'm doubling up. I'm tripling up.
You're taking as many of them as you can get.
Exactly.
You get the big boys out front for Deshaun Watson, he'll make some plays.
For sure.
So, Houston Texans. Just nodding my head because I don't even know. Up next, the Indianapolis Colts.
One of the, if not the most improved team, their GM's doing magic over there, but I think they could use a corner, maybe a Byron Murphy, DeAndre Baker, one of those guys makes it. Always use some edge help. I know they just signed Justin Houston, but he's 30, so you can always anybody could use edge help. And wide receiver, T.Y. Hilton getting older, they need someone on the other side of him. That's a spot I really like. I talk about him every week.
He's got to bring his
every team is perfect.
Every team is perfect for A.J. Brown. But the Colts, I think, is a great fit. He can play in your slot. He can play on the outside. I think he'd be a good fit. And in Kill Harry, I think he'd be a really good fit there as well. That receiver. But it's time. I think T.Y. Hilton
needs
he's still balling, but he's getting older.
You can't rely on him though every pass, and it just seems like with that offense.
And it seems like he gets nicked up a little bit more every year. It's time to get another receiver, and I don't think Funchess is the answer there.
No.
Although you didn't think Eric Ebron would be as productive there either, but
a guy that I really like, and you mentioned the Colts GM being really good, being really active right now, and I'm going to mention Frank Reich. I think that, he's a great coach. I think that he's going to coach guys up. And for me, they're a team that I could see coming back into the first round and maybe trying to take a Jeffrey Simmons. Like, get you a guy that that you can build on later on. And Frank Reich's all about, mentally mentoring these guys up. So maybe that's the challenge for them.
They're definitely on the up and up.
Yeah.
I could very well see them, and I don't want to put too much on it, but I think they could be a top 2 team in the AFC.
They thrashed Houston in the first round last year in their home. I mean,
I don't know that they're They obviously weren't ready to keep up with Kansas City, but I think New England losing Gronk.
Yeah.
I think they're say it every year, but I think New England's ready to start the decline. Hopefully, and
I thought the Eagles were in that, and I was wrong. So.
Yeah, so I think Colts they're going to be right there. They're
so young, across the board.
Young, and as much money as they had, they did a great job with it. They didn't hand out a lot of bad contracts in free agency, so they could continually, get better. And
when you're building something, people want to be a part of it. So.
And that offensive line made a crazy improvement. They gave up like 50-something sacks the year before, and I think they gave up like 15 or 16 this year.
That pick was well worth it the year before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. So that is it for our AFC South team needs and fits. And that's it for Draft Junkies. I got anything to add? It's coming.
It's coming.
6.
We're under a month.
Holy cow. I don't know.
Ready.